Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is David, and if you are feeling lonely, you've come to the right place. I'm going to go over some methods and tactics you can use to feel less lonely in today's world. Let's talk about why we might feel lonely and if this is going to change. And I guarantee you, if you watch this video to the end, you will be able to handle lonely times better than ever before. So let's jump right in. But first, I want to show you guys something. Soon I will be reviewing this. I'm going to start showing you some of my knives. This is my Montana Knife Company Super Cub. This knife right here is Magna Cut. You can see the stainless steel finish, and I'm going to do a full review. This is a type of hardwood. It's their Traditions line, a type of hardwood. I think it's a desert. I forget the name of the wood, but it's a desert something, and it's almost completely weather resistant. Real wood. So I'm going to review this knife. I've been keeping it with me, and I'm going to update you guys later on. But for now, back to loneliness. So a Cigna report back in 2024 came out, and it said that almost 52% of all Americans report feeling lonely at some point during a week period. There was another report that said 27% of all Americans feel lonely every single day. That's over 1/4. And the Cigna report was talking about 139 million people feeling lonely. So first off, if you do feel lonely, you're not alone in that, which is kind of, that's a relief, but it's also kind of sad, right? That we all feel lonely. And hey, I feel lonely too. I oftentimes feel alone, lost, or left behind, probably partly because of my own choices to move into the woods and to focus on work tasks while other people are oftentimes enjoying themselves. But also the world has shifted. Understand that loneliness is completely normal for humans and even people at the very top. Think Elon Musk, the world's wealthiest person or known wealthiest person. He reports being lonely and feeling lonely quite often. What does he do? He toughs it out. He spends time with his children and he works a lot. But let's go through some practical methods that you and I can use to feel less lonely so we can make more progress and be better humans in society, or in our communities, I should say. So number one, the first thing we can do is understand that we are not alone, that there are other people out there that feel the same way, and that loneliness is just a part of life. Even Jesus was alone and felt alone. He even cried out when he felt alone on the cross. He thought that God had forsaken him. He felt that pain when he was absorbing all the sins of the world. So even Jesus felt alone and spent time alone. Okay? Paul felt alone quite often. He actually writes about it in the Bible. So you and I are not completely without others in this feeling. So that's the first thing to understand, that loneliness is fairly normal in the world today, but it doesn't have to persist. So what can we do? Well, the first thing that we can do, and I'm guilty of this as well, especially with my current lifestyle, first thing we can do is take a small step to reach out. You can text somebody, you could call somebody, you could message somebody on the internet, you could write a letter, handwritten letter to someone. We cannot just wait for someone to reach out to us and say, hey, how you doing? Or hey, I was thinking of you. Or hey, would you like to hang out? We need to reach out to other people. If you're feeling lonely, be proactive. Take a small step and text, call, or message a family member, a friend, or a loved one. That's a genuine connection. You'd be surprised how many people would love to hear from you. It's just that days and days, weeks and months have gone by and we haven't reached out. So that's on us. That's something you can do to be less lonely. Another thing, develop a routine. Getting up early, going to the gym, going for a walk with your dog or your spouse. Things that you do on the regular basis that is consistent every single day that you can either look forward to, or even if you don't, you know that during that time period, that's what you do. Having that routine will put your mind on that task or that project, and you'll feel less lonely overall, or especially during those times. So that's a big benefit. Okay, natural healing. Here's another one. We're probably not getting enough nature time and we're not getting enough sunshine time. So last night I took a little nap early. I was tired, took a quick little nap. I woke up, it was like 8:30, got the dog fed, went outside around 9:30, and I sat outside and I looked up at the stars in the sky, and it just gave me a grateful, peaceful feeling. Inside by myself, didn't feel so great. nice setting. Everything was clean. I was safe. Air conditioner was running. I think I had YouTube video going, but it didn't feel that great. I go outside in nature. I see the stars. I see the sky. I feel so much better. So we are disconnected with nature. Our subdivisions, our homes, our offices, our cubicles, our cars, none of that, for the most part, is connected to nature. Unless you live on a home with a bunch of acreage and you get out on the side-by-side and get into the woods, or you walk barefooted in your large backyard with trees and wildflowers and that sort of thing. Most people don't have that luxury. Most people are in apartments, RVs, cars, trailers, homes and HOAs with sidewalks and very little grass. You even have to pick up after your dog in those places, right? Definitely pick up after your dog in a small neighborhood like that. It's courteous. But get into nature, go for a walk, go for a hike, maybe even go camping. Find a friend, find a safe spot, take your firearm, go into the woods and camp. You may be alone out there, but you will be with nature and you'll be closer. You'll be closer to the world that way, and it'll just give you a change of pace. And in the mornings, sunshine on your face gets you going, makes you feel good. I really believe that wakes you up and gets you feeling better. So get out in nature. Another thing that we can do, and I'm guilty of this one, I don't do this one, but clubs, book clubs, prayer groups, those sort of hiking clubs, anything that you can be involved with and volunteer with or be a part of or be a member with. You can meet weekly or meet monthly, that sort of thing. That gives you a group of people and you have a like-minded interest. So you're able to go be around people who all like shooting bow and arrows or all enjoy gardening, or you join a prayer group, a Bible study group. These things meet usually on the regular or talk on the regular, and it gives you some people to speak to. There's a great guy at my gym. He's older. He's 73 where I work out, and he gets up every single morning. He's married, has 4 kids, but he gets up every morning and he uses radio. He has a handheld radio of some sort. I guess it's shortwave, and he has 1 hour of coffee chat with a couple guys from around the country. He's met some of them in person and others he doesn't know. So he does that every single morning. So that's a level of communication and contact that he has that I don't have. So kudos for him. That's a great idea as well. You can always get set up on a radio channel like that. Another thing is, lead into this, I say it a lot, join a gym. If I go to the gym, if you're feeling lonely, you can go to the gym. There's lots of people there. You may not even speak to anybody. You may not talk, but being at the gym is a great way to offset loneliness. And this last one is just the power of your mind. Tell yourself that it is going to be better. No season lasts forever. If I feel lonely now, I will not feel lonely forever. But if I do, I can endure it. But tell yourself that the season is going to change and then put the right steps behind it to not feel lonely by going out. If you stay at home all the time, you can't meet anybody. Tara Reid was an actor. She was in the movie American Pie, blonde girl. And even after she made those movies, she couldn't meet the right guy. And I don't know if she ever did, but that's beside the point. But one day she's sitting home, famous actor, with her mom on a Friday night. And she just told her mom, she's like, I can't meet anybody nice. And her mom said, honey, you're not going to meet anybody nice sitting at home on the sofa. You got to get out there. So if you want to meet people, go out, reach out. It may be scary. It may seem uncomfortable. You may think the world has changed and it's not as fun. That may be true, but there is a group, be it a church or a gym or a club or what have you. There is a group out there of like-minded people. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to be constantly alone. You're in control. So put on your shoes, put on your tank top and your sunglasses, crank that car up and go somewhere and do it every single day. Work at it. Loneliness does not have to define you. It's okay to be lonely, but don't stay in that loneliness. And the last thing that I'll bring up, which some people may believe, some people may not, but your relationship with God. Having a prayer life, having a Bible reading life, or whatever religion you believe in, but having a relationship with God, a higher power where you actually begin to feel less alone because you're connecting with a source of energy. You're connecting with the main source of energy that provides us life. Now, I didn't create this world. There's no way I could. I can barely maintain my world and barely work to help others in their world. So I did not create this. So I do believe in Jesus Christ. I do believe in God. And I think if you connect with him through prayer and meditation and reading your Bible and then through church, I think your mental health will get a lot better and your loneliness will decrease. Most of the suffering we have through loneliness, we bring on ourselves. Part of it is the world. We live in a country where everybody goes and buys their own house. They have their own mortgage. They have their own car. And so we are very much divided in that way. But there's hope. Yesterday, I'm talking to a guy and he says, my wife and myself and my son are building a family compound. We're putting an 8,000 square foot building for our race cars, and my son's house is going to be on one corner of the property, and my wife and I have a home. It's going to be on the other side. And I'm like, a family compound is what he called it. Right here in the North Georgia mountains, a family compound. Man, I love to hear that. Families coming together so you can lean on each other. If you want better mental health, if you want to be less lonely, spend more time with family, spend more time with friends, connect with community. Don't suffer alone. Leave a comment with your best tip on not being lonely for others. Even if you've solved it or if you're going through it, you don't have to tell us that, but just leave me a comment. I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching this video. If you stayed around this long, hit the like button. It means a lot. I'll see you on the next one. I appreciate you. Have a good day.